Hi there, wonderful awakening beings and spiritual souls. Jo Rose of JoRose.com, numerologist and energy forecaster. In this video, I'm going to be sharing the energy forecast for the universe, August 2019. Let's just recap on what 2019 is and how we acquired the energy for the year. We generally add together the numbers of the current year. In this case, 2019 would be 2 plus 0 plus 1 plus 9 equals 12. 1 plus 2 equals 3. So the year is a 3 energy, and it's all about expressing who you are, asking yourself regularly, how do I feel and what am I expressing? You know, until you can be true and honor what it is that lights you up and fulfills you, you're never really going to be living your ultimate life. So these are questions you want to regularly check in. How do I feel? And I often say to my clients, you know, put an alarm in your phone and have it trigger what it is, have it trigger every hour. How do I feel? When I say trigger, I'm on about the alarm triggers off so that you can ask yourself, how do you feel? And clock these emotions, and then notice that if it's an emotion that is dragging you down, what do you need to understand about it? And if it's one that's elevating you, again, what do you need to understand about this? Obviously, most of us would like to live in an elevated emotional state of well-being, but life is not like that. If you're here in the UK, one minute we've got glorious sunshine and it's become way too hot, and the next minute we're having a downpour of rain. Even yesterday, I'm off down the beach watching Star is Born on what was meant to be a nice day, but it was so blustery. We were wrapped up in blankets and everything, and that's no different to how our energy is and how our emotions are, and we need to learn to accept it and adapt to them. Now, we wouldn't want to stay out all the time in that blustery weather. We would, if we were out, add more layers, more warmth, or we'd move ourselves out of the environment. And this is what we need to understand, is why are we in the environment? What is it we need to understand from the environment, and how can we alter the environment or move ourselves out of it? And that's really what the 3 energies is about. It's all about the emotions, self-expression and creativity, along with communication. So bear that in mind this year. And this month, August, will really drive this home for you, because for August, we would add 8 of August to the 3 of 2019, and we would get 11. 1 plus 1 is 2. So it's a 2 energy month. But hidden behind that is the 11. Now, just before I get into the 11-2 energy of the month, I just want to share a little bit from last month. So last month we had a 1 energy, fresh starts, new beginning. And here in the UK, we have a new Prime Minister. Interesting, isn't it? But there are lots of new things, and I don't know about you, but I had new things. My personal month was not a 1, it was a 5. 5 is all about change, adventure, disruption, and I have to confess, I had a lot of disruption, change, and a big new beginning. I'd owned my Toyota Previa from a baby. I got her November 2001. I loved her, and as much as my children said, "Mum, it's time you change it," I loved the space, I loved the drive, I loved the slidey doors and that automatic transmission. She was my baby as much as my kids. But I went on an adventure, 5 energy, to Cornwall to investigate, explore with my middle child before she decided, after graduating from uni, that she wasn't coming back home. And we went on an adventure, and my Previa died. She broke down and had to be towed home. I had to get used to a modern car because I had a rental car, and even the handbrake was a tiny flappy button, and it took a lot for me to understand the car. It was diesel, not petrol, nearly put the wrong thing in. We get so complacent in what we're doing that we get stuck and we trap ourselves. And test driving or having this car to explore with and bring me back from Cornwall to Brighton, which is near on 300 miles or 260 something miles or whatever it was that I had to do. I needed to get used to this car. Well, the car's gone back and I've now acquired a new car. Well, she's not new, she's old, but she's new to me. And I've gone back to manual. I've got the handbrake back, so I'm happy, but I didn't realise after driving an automatic for maybe 20 plus years, I have to retrain my mind how to drive the car again. You know, it's not like just put it into go and it goes. It's not like that. And this is what life is all about. And so where have you got stuck in things that you need to get unstuck from? And this month is a great reminder of 2018. If you recall, in 2018, check the video, link above. In 2018, I shared that was a year of magical manifestation. What was it that you wanted to start manifesting for you in this lifetime? The 11-2 is about illumination, light and clarity. Now we've got it back again this August, and it's a slower energy. The 2 is always a slower energy, and I'm saying to you, it's giving you time after the fast 1 and generally the faster 3 that we have in this year is think before you speak and think before you act. You know, sometimes we get so, like I say, stuck. I was driving my automatic car and now I've got to think about gears again. We create grooves and we get stuck in them. This morning I watched a clip of 2 people on a beach where a really big giant green turtle had got stuck in the rocks, and they spent quite a long time working how to release the turtle, but it got stuck. In this case, they helped them out. I did wonder when if the sea finally come back in, would somehow that have helped the turtle to free itself? I don't know, but the turtle looked pretty pleased to get back to the water afterwards. He got stuck. Are you stuck? I know when I think about the car, I was stuck. Also, you know, this year's been a year for me where I realise that my children are all adults and fleeing the nest, and perhaps I've got stuck where I'm at and I have to move on to the next chapter. What is it for you? Is there a new chapter? Is there a new book? This 11-2 energy in August, slow down, think before you speak, think before you act, run it through, line it up with the vision that you were manifesting last year. Ask yourself, what do you need clarity on? Reassess how far you've come from when you created the vision, or you, even if you don't call it a vision, thought that perhaps something needs to be different, something better, something alternative, and go back and line yourself up. What are you doing to create this change, this new movement? What do you need clarity on? Sit, make a note. I've been doing this with not just myself, but with my daughter, where she's looking to relocate, have her own bills, etc. And it's very interesting when you sit with a pen and paper, and not for too long, just some things that come up help you get that clarity. So take time out for it. Remember, it's slower, it's a take time out month. Use your emotions. They are your sat-nav. That's where your higher self comes in and guides you. If things don't feel right, they're not. Now, things cannot feel right when things are really good or not so good. What you need to understand is how you feel about it. So you allow your emotions to guide you to whatever it is that you want to understand. And even if where you are is a bit lost, then spend some time doing things that are different to your normal practice that will help you understand perhaps some part of this lostness or your new vision. It's all about, the 11-2 is all about, well, I'm going to say not all about, but 3 things, the 3 I's in this case: inspiration, insight, intuition. You must trust your inner self more than anything else, more than books, more than external anything. It's internal validation, internal experience, internal knowing that you need to be working on. So use those 3 I's. So go back. What did you taste? What did you visualize? What were your magical manifestations? And take some time out this month to work on that. That's one thing I want you to work on. And the second thing I want you to work on is relationships. The two energy is always about relationships, support, harmony, cooperation. Often it's the person behind the throne or behind the scene. But if you find that you're being forgotten and you're behind the scene, then perhaps you need to start supporting you, raising you up, becoming your best friend. You know, I always say it's your life, LYFE. Oh, here we go. Hold on. Look at this, my lovely, lovely hugging cushion, because we all deserve a hug. But look, it's your life, LYFE. Love yourself first every day. When you do this, you know whether what you're doing is in alignment with you. And so it's key to work on that relationship, the one with yourself. When you're really flourishing with the one with yourself, you radiate out and you have an energy that attracts that energy. But if you're in a negative, not so you state, you're going to attract that kind of energy. When you love yourself, the next thing is to understand is to love us. When we love us, we care then about each other. Because if we then upset our friends, our partners, our family, whatever, it backtracks, it influences our feelings. So love yourself first every day and then love us, and work the two, balance them however you can in order to have the most amazing connection in August. Release what no longer serves you. What do I want to say? Because last year, I just want to bring this back. Perhaps when you made this vision, this idea that there was something different, and you've got it in your head, and even if you're not there yet, because you've stretched yourself to understand this vision, you can't go back. When something's stretched, after much stretching, it just can't go back. Even an elastic band loses its elasticity. And the fact that you've now discovered some of the things since 2018 that you've learned, don't keep stepping back into the old you. Have the new you. This 3 year is about self-expression. So what do you want to express about you in this relationship slower month? I feel like I need a little bit of time out this month, because last month was full on with everything that had gone on with my journey and my car and my kids and graduation, and also my son just starting a new job, and just there was so many things. And I'm looking forward to the more relaxed August. Fingers crossed we have nice weather and we can get out and enjoy it. But do spend time loving you. If you've enjoyed this video, give me a thumbs up. Please like, share, subscribe, and press that bell if you want more notifications. I do personal readings, consultations, or mentorships, so get in touch. What is it that you would like to know? How can you help bring you back in alignment to live the life you were born to live? Life, it is a gift, and so you want to embrace it and make it work for you. Until my next video, take care and have an amazing, amazing August. Thank you for watching.